Hey guys, what's up? It's Matthew from the Checkered Flag Crew, and I'm here with JJ Yeley. How you doing today, JJ?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day here in Chicago, nice and dry at this point, so I'm looking forward to getting on the racetrack and make some laps.
All right, so if you were to go back to your 14-year-old self and tell you how far you would make it, how do you think you would react?
I would probably think that I was lying to myself. Obviously when I was 14 years old, I was racing professionally, but my aspirations obviously weren't as high as coming all the way to the NASCAR level. So, when I was 14, it was about just going and racing Saturday night races at dirt against my dad, and I was still playing Little League Baseball. So, at the age of 14, the goals are a lot smaller than what they are now.
Who really got you into racing?
My dad raced for a number of years. He was an Arizona track champion, and I started going to races when I was 4 weeks old, and obviously that's all I've ever done. That's really all I know to do. So I'm lucky that I've been successful to this point, because if I couldn't do a career in racing, I'm not exactly sure what I'd be doing right now.
What has been your greatest racing accomplishment outside of NASCAR?
It would have to be the Indianapolis 500 in 1998. I was the highest qualifying rookie at 13th, and finished 9th at the end of the race. So, I did at the age of 21, and again, still just kind of young and not necessarily naive, but just young in racing and trying to figure out exactly what I needed to be doing. And, obviously if I could go back even now to that point, I would tell myself to do some things differently. But at the end of the day, very proud of my accomplishments and glad where I am.
Having raced in the Indy 500 and the Daytona 500, how does it feel to be one of very few drivers to do that?
It's pretty cool. Through my racing career, I've had a lot of different accomplishments, and some of them are just really, really cool. Obviously, being able to do both the Daytona 500 and Indianapolis 500, being one of 5 people to win the Triple Crown championship in the USAC division, and I still hold a lot of track records and hold the most amount of wins in a single season. So, I realize those are days in the past, and obviously I have a lot more goals moving forward in my career. So, I try to live in the moment looking forward versus things that happened in the past.
Is it hard for you to shift from an open-wheel car to a stock car when you run something like the Indy 500?
Obviously it is now. The Indy cars, they drive so much different, and I don't get to play as often as I used to in the midgets and sprint cars on dirt. I may only run 5 or 6 races in a season, and more or less that's just to let some steam off and have some fun. So, I still own a couple different dirt cars and try to play as much as I can. I like to engineer and then redesign and try to always make the wheel a little bit more round than what it already is. But being a NASCAR driver takes so much time during the week. We leave on Thursdays. We're at the racetrack for basically 4 days, and there's always something going on. And participating in both series between the Xfinity and the Cup Series takes up all that extra time too. So I'm always living on the run.
Yeah. Now, at a previous race, your daughter gave an amazing introduction of you. How did that make you feel?
It's a little scary for me. My daughter Faith Ann, she's only 10 years old, and the fact that it doesn't scare her to get up in front of 70, 80,000 people and do something like that. That's I think the 5th time now that she's done it, and every time she gets more and more confidence going into it. So I'm very, very proud of her, obviously, but the fact that she's got that kind of courage at the age of 10 when she's 14 or 18, obviously I'm already a very proud father, but it's going to get scary into things that she's going to want to try and go do.
What inspired you to dress like Elvis?
It was just going to fit. It was fitting the song, and last year we came out to Guns N' Roses, and I was Slash, so I had a funky wig on, and we've come out to a couple other ones that were pretty fun, and it's kind of turned into those situations because we've done something different every year. You always try to do something better the next year. You're always trying to top it, and I thought, well, this is the greatest way to do it. We both love Elvis, and just thought it would be kind of a fun thing to do. So it went over well, and we're already in the planning stages of what we're going to do next year, which is going to be a lot more fun.
Now, I know you really believe in charities. So what charities are you involved in, and how did you get involved with them?
A majority of the charities that I do are always going to be kid-driven charities. One of the first ones was the St. Jude Children's Hospital. Here recently we've been working with Samaritan's Feet, which is a Charlotte-based group that helps give kids that just don't have the ability to go get shoes. And it's amazing how something so simple can just change lives. We've also been dealing with Beds with Kids, which is another nonprofit organization in Charlotte that, again, you know, for me, because I kind of live in a bubble because I'm always traveling, you just become aware of so many people in need, especially in your hometown. So, you know, I encourage people to go out and just, you know, if you have free time, just try to find something to do. And it's amazing how just doing a couple hours of work can change someone's life.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to do a quick segment called Either Or. So I'm going to give you two options, and you're going to say which one you would rather do.
Okay.
So would you rather have no internet or no cell phone?
Wow, that's enough. I would probably say no internet.
Would you rather swim with a hungry shark or walk in the jungle with a hungry lion?
Wow, those both are horrible. I would take my chances with the light.
Would you rather have a flying car or one that could drive underwater?
I would go with the flying car.
Would you rather eat nothing for 3 days or eat the same thing for a month?
Oh, I would certainly eat the same thing for a month.
Would you rather be able to reverse any decision you make every day or stop time for 1 minute?
Oh, it would certainly be the first one. Yeah. 1 minute is going to get me out of the trouble that I get myself in, so I'm going to go with the first one.
All right, and finally, would you rather waddle like a penguin for the rest of your life or knee like a horse for a year?
Wow. I would probably go for kneeing like a horse. I mean, I'm already short, so I mean, the waddling thing is actually probably pretty close to what I'm already dealing with, but we'll go with the horse one.
All right, well, big thanks to JJ Yeley for the interview. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow all our social media as well as JJ's. Thank you, JJ.